All right, go ahead, let it roll, y'all.
Hi, I'm Tamika Cole, and I work with Fury Young with the Jim Crow project. Uh, we're doing these PPE support concerts live here on Zoom. Our first performer tonight is Michael Austin, who is unfortunately will not join us due to a family emergency, but is here with us in spirit and will be performing at the future PPE into benefit in honor of Michael, who spent 27 years in prison for a crime he did not commit and was exonerated of. We will be playing a couple of songs from L. Bentley's 448 upcoming project out next year. L. Bentley, aka Leon Benson, has been in Indiana prison system since 1999 for a murder he has maintained his innocence of and fought in the court since day one. There is overwhelming evidence that not only did Leon not commit the murder, but had absolutely no involvement in the crime and was completely railroaded by the so-called justice system. Our second performer, Margaret Kogos, is a New Orleans-born, Brooklyn-based composer, singer-songwriter, pianist, and guitarist, trained as a classical composer. Her recent works, both recent works, focus on both songwriting and percussion. We also have Dan Genoves, is an erotica writer, comedian, painter, teacher, and retired mathematician from Queens, New York. Black Lives Matter, abolish police and capitalism and white supremacy.
All right.
That's all I got on mine.
Yep. That's everybody. That's all there is. Thanks, Tamika, for the intro.
You're welcome.
And you did the flyer for tonight's event, which is pretty awesome. When I share some of the images of Leon, I'm going to go ahead and share the flyer too, just so people can see your piece, Black Lives Splattered. Before I go ahead, because I'm going to like kind of DJ for Leon since he's in prison and, you know, unfortunately can't be with us. Do you want to just say a few words about the piece, Black Lives Splattered? I'm going to share it on my screen.
I was incarcerated in Alabama Department of Corrections in the Birmingham-based work center where I was not allowed to go out and work for money. And, you know, I use art and writing as an outlet for my stress, for my frustration, and to keep myself out of trouble. Sometimes, a lot of times, I can be a really intense person, but I'm very passionate about my artwork. And just reading and seeing continuous stories through the media of people being murdered by people who have sworn to serve and protect us, it was just, you know, heart-wrenching. And I really wanted to, you know, express that, you know, is wrong. It's, you know, it's horrendous that these people put their hands on a Bible and swear to uphold the law, but we can look across the country and see where they have totally disregarded the law and you know, human life, you know, with no compassion, no remorse whatsoever. And you know, I don't care what these young black men did, and women also, they didn't deserve this. And I'm one of those people that don't mind, you know, using my art to express what people need to see, what people need to hear, what people need to believe, and most of all, you know, effect change.
All right, so I'm going to jump into Leon's set. Bear with me. I'm just going to set this up. All right, so Leon Benson, we're about to hear a couple of songs from his upcoming project. Shit is pretty dope. He's been telling me about it for a long time, and I've just been like so busy, I haven't been able to listen, and finally spent some time this week, like really listening, and it's like, it's. I'll say no more. I'll let the music do the talking. So here we go.
In the past and where the future's going. So next time we'll do we'll call a list for properties. My plan is to get
Caterpillars turn to butterflies. The butterflies turn into drones. Transition. It's the signs of the times. I knew the walls would crumble, man. I patiently waited, put on a mask of humble, man. I staggered and I stumbled, but refused to fumble, man. I'm hard of a lion, man, the king of the jungle. 18 years, like 18 in the clip. The world is yours, is what it said on the blip. From years of persecution, my halo done bent. Now I'm back from hell, like I rose from a crypt. I was a rose in the crypt full of the illness intense. Hard times passed, but not a heart made of flint. Surrounded by foes, but not once did I flinch. I checkmate these hoes, even though I lost my bitch. Lost my cars and clothes, but my heart more rich. Stuck to the G code, so not once did I snitch. I don't drop dimes, but if you thorough, I assist. Now I got more plugs than all prison got bricks. It's a transition, baby. What you thought it was over with? Man, we just started, man. From niggas to guys, from gangsters to guys, from thugs to being immortals. This is what we on. It's a transition. Are you ready for it? It's coming for you. Sneak up on you like a thief in the night. But we here. You here? We here? Have no fear. So your soul's in the wind, the reap a whirlwind. I make my foes crumble like the walls of Berlin. Cause I ain't halfway, cause I'm all the way in. I slay serpents and devils, men and leviathans. Let's start a riot then, fresh out the lion's den. Right with the ink of my blood, as a result of my love. Fuck a haters, olive branch through the wing of a dove. What I'm saying, so below, so is above. I was raised in the mud, they fill my bottle with blood. I just stated in lead water and the hardest of drugs. Now my words are addictive, my thoughts like slugs. Sparking at you from the flint, the rest of them is duds. They gave up all of their plugs, that's why they brains on the rugs. Time never existed when man never was. Now that's heavy like 10 elephants and 10-ton tusks. In God we trust, nah, it's money they lust. Selling they soul 1,000,000 times for a second to plush. Fuck all the fuss, I'd rather cock it and bust. We only got one shot at life, then it's back to the dust. So in this moment, I'm a king till I'm resting with blood. Told y'all it's a transition. We went from niggas to gods, from gangsters to gods. We transitioned. They sent me to a tomb, I came out free. But you thought I was in captivity. It's a transition, baby. Don't be fooled. Get with the movement. Zip.
All right, that's the first one. Here's one more song from LB. Hope you enjoy it. This one is called Tabernacle.
Yeah, I'm on that tribal shit. Come through your town, lay it down and quote that Bible shit. Thou should not murder, so I slay demons in all my verses. Make them feel what it's like to live through all the curses. Yah's word like a sword, decapitated serpent. Spiritually activated, cause I got divine purpose. Don't hate my shine, cause something in your life ain't working. Be the message that you bring, and stop all that purpose. I feel like Jonah fresh up out the belly. Escape the game, like Nas did in the movie Belly. But they still try to abolish me while worshiping my way of life. We call that idolatry. Imitation is the highest form of flattery. Ruach, I'm spirit man without no battery. I'm an Asiatic Israelite, the real black Superman. They can't kill with kryptonite. Yahweh yet the will Willa Bentley, so I won't be swerving. Tabernacle in the club, yo, we having service. Tabernacle in the trap, yo, we having service. Tabernacle on your Twitter, yo, we having service. Yahweh at the Willa Bentley, so I won't be swerving. Tabernacle in the court, yo, we having service. Tabernacle in the prison, yo, we having service. Tabernacle in the streets, yo, we having service. True Israelites can accurately interpret scriptures. Hebrew hieroglyphics got my third eye seeing pictures. Like the prophecies of Jeremiah, when Yah said my word consumes everything like fire. Don't mistake that for a smoke screen. That'll have you changing clown faces like it's Halloween. Don't be deceived, stay connected to your Elohim. Heaven on earth is a reality and not a dream. But because of the fake prophets of the esoteric had you repeating falsehoods like you all parrots. That's them charlatan and Pharisees, big head scientists reporting all them fallacies. So when we see it, we gon' bury it. Throw they ass over while we whipping in a chariot. Let me get back to that love thought. Despite of everything, especially what all the wars fought, Yahweh at the Willa Bentley, so I won't be swerving. Tabernacle in the club, yo, we having service. Tabernacle in the trap, yo, we having service. Tabernacle on your Twitter, yo, we having service. Yahweh at the Willa Bentley, so I won't be swerving. Tabernacle in the court, yo, we having service. Tabernacle in the prison, yo, we having service. Tabernacle in the streets, yo, we having service.
Sons of the Most High, that's why we be rising. Our service is better than your Sprint and Verizon.
Hello?
Whether on mountain or prison yard, we can phone home without a droid or a SIM card. But this ain't spookism like soothsayers and oracles that had us in the Matrix, labyrinth and barcodes. Like a bazooka, Joe, watch the rapper unfold. Y'all is the only one, who the hell is Neo? You can't tell me I ain't swagging with it. Y'all say be plentiful, that's why we got to go and get it.
Get it?
So far ahead, we ain't lagging with it. Feet so big in baby shoes, we ain't trying to fit it.
Fit it.
Like the J's in the holy twang, falling like a cavalier, but we don't need a King James. I'm a fresh prince, unity's the aim. Only Yah's people call him by his real name.
Yahweh at the Willa Bentley, so I won't be swerving. Tabernacle in the club, yo, we having service. Tabernacle in the trap, yo, we having service. Tabernacle on your Twitter, yo, we having service. Yahweh at the Willa Bentley, so I won't be swerving. Tabernacle in the court, yo, we having service. Tabernacle in the prison, yo, we having service. Tabernacle on the streets, yo, we having service.
Hey. All right, guys. Leon Benson. I hope you enjoyed that.
Truth never dies. Shout out to Leon.
It's only rediscovered. Just so you guys know, everyone watching, Margaret is like a volunteer for DJC, and she does amazing work. So I just want to publicly acknowledge that. Margaret, thank you for all that you do for our small little record label that has the potential to be so big. You help us get us there. So thanks.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun helping out and seeing sort of behind the scenes of what y'all do. And thanks.
Hey, Margaret, thank you for everything. I didn't know that was you. Hi, thank you.
Oh, hi.
Well, I never met you, Margaret. I want to thank you too.
Well,
And I do like classical music.
I'm not playing classical music right now, but I do have some on my website. But I'm playing guitar today.
Cool.
I used to worry most every day that the roof would cave in and I'd be buried away, that the stars would fall down from the sky. No sitting and wondering why. I used to worry about falling asleep, that my heart could stop beating after counting my sheep, that a spider would bite me with his tiny teeth. No sitting and wondering why. Like the whole world's a match just waiting a flame, or a character waiting the end of the game. Well, I found a place of beauty and bliss, and lightning does strike me, just remember this. Please bury me here beneath the willow, in a soft, cool bed of dirt, safe beside the glistening water. I give my soul back to the earth. I used to worry while eating my snack that I'd choke on my chocolates alone in the bath. And why am I allergic to this apple pie? There's no use in wondering why. Like the whole world's a match, just waiting a flame, or a character waiting the end of the game. Well, I'm done with this shit, and if you feel that way too, you'll know where to find me. I'll be waiting for you. Please bury me here beneath the willow, in a soft, cool bed of dirt, till beside the glistening water, give my soul back to you. The first song. Cool. And the second one, let me turn the volume up a little bit. There was a time many years ago that pulse on my spirit won't let go. The sunlight in the meadow as we were lying there, stars were shining in your hair. The cold, it stings my southern skin as memories fade away. Someone I knew long ago, somewhere my heart longs to go. Do memories work like a jigsaw puzzle, or shatter like broken glass? Do parts become a whole again, or blow like dust into the wind? Felt the weight of a heavy heart, the cracks and aching in my bones, the strength of a past that won't let me go. A walk through the city that longs to roam, through the golden hills and the pale blue skies I see within my dreams. Somewhere I knew long ago, somewhere my heart longs to go. Do memories work like a jigsaw puzzle, or shatter like broken glass? Do parts become a whole again, or blow like dust into the wind? And were you really there that day, with stars shining in your eyes? A youth got short against its will, and innocence that haunts me still. cold, it stings my southern skin as memories fade away. Someone I knew long ago, somewhere my heart longs to go. Cool. Thank you guys for everything, and donate, remember, to the PPE fund and Black Lives Matter. Everyone should go out and protest and or donate or make phone calls. And thanks for letting me play.
Thank you for coming to play and supporting us.
Yeah, it's fun.
For sure.
If I decide to make an album, I'm gonna want you to do some music for me.
I love collaborating.
I'm a little on the weird side.
I like weird, so.
That's why she rolls with me.
That was some really pretty. I love the picking that melody on the second song. That it was very pretty.
Thank you.
Good.
I'm with y'all all the way, but I'm dropping some more of these oxtails.
You better mail me some priority mail. Like, I'll pay for the shipping.
You don't eat meat.
That's true. But when I did, I had a real penchant for oxtail.
Yeah, my friends and my family be wanting me to cook, so I've just been stuck up in the house, and that's what I've been doing.
Word.
Fury, you had a real penchant for every fucking thing when you ate meat. Are you kidding me right now?
So true. Oh man.
All right, who up next?
Yeah, where's the next weirdo? Dan, I know you're there.
I've loved all the music so far. This is amazing. I hope everyone can donate who's watching. It's an honor to perform with you. I've seen some of you perform on the previous shows, so it's good to see you guys again. Okay, so I mean, it feels weird because all I've been thinking about the last few days is all these protests, but I have some erotica stories. I like to write erotica stories, and I wrote these during quarantine, and this was before all these protests were happening. So this was a couple months ago when everyone was baking a lot. So I'll just start reading some stories. Like everyone else, I've taken to baking. I'm making a loaf of bread, and I bought this yeast from someone on the street who had a stand. So I thought, yeah, why not? I'm walking away, and the man who sold it to me on the street says something to me. You have yourself some special yeast there. Creepy, I think to myself. But anyway, I'm happy to give him some money, and I use this yeast to make this bread. It has risen, and now I'm waiting for it to bake in the oven, and I'm not peeking. Finally, it's time to open the oven. I notice the bread is overflowing off the edge of the pan in the shape of a woman with a giant cock. She steps out of the oven. Thank you for opening that. I'm in shock. You're, yes, I'm alive, and you made me, and you did well. Thank you for following the recipe. Now, do you have any more of that yeast? Yeast? Why? Just give me that yeast. I bring it over. There's not much left, but enough for another loaf. She puts it down on the kitchen counter, takes a knife, arranges it into a line, and snorts the yeast. Ah, there we go. My mouth is wide open. Her crust is bulging, and I can't tell, but she seems to have grown 3 inches taller. Got any more? No. She does a long, loud sniff again and lifts her finger. Chops off a piece of her hair, which is bread. Hands it over. Here, eat this. Since nothing is making sense at this point, I decide to eat it. It's actually delicious and clearly has had a minute to cool off. Wow, delicious, I say, hoping that this is somehow a direct compliment to her personality. I can't lie, I find this loaf so attractive. Even though I baked it, I want to say I'm impressed with your ability to maintain moisture and how you've baked in the oven in your own idiosyncratic way. But before I can say anything, she informs me, you should have noticed the effects pretty soon. What effects? Suddenly the world starts to feel foggy, like someone is clapping their hands who had flour all over them. Really, I tried to rub my eyes, but my hands feel like clay, and I realize now I'm uncooked dough. What did you do to me? Look, she says, I need a mate, and we cannot collaborate unless we have the same bread DNA. You look good. You look like you'll bake well. I'm terrified. Please, don't bake me. It will hurt. No, trust me, it's scary, but mostly it tickles, and some people say it makes them aroused to be so transformed by heat. She stands there with the oven door open like she was opening the door to a limo. I panic and run out of my apartment door. The floor is deforming and flattening my dough feet, and I forget that I am reducing my ability to rise later when I will be baked. If I do that, I'm so confused. I run out the apartment door and see it's snowing. No, it's flour. And the sun looks like it's much, much closer. And all the cars are gone. A spaceship lands in front of me, being driven by a pretzel woman whose freckles are salt. And she has a buzz cut and tattoos made out of mustard. And she says, get in. I would not get in, but she is so hot with her buzz cut and her pretzel freckles made of salt and her carefree attitude, not to mention her shoulders are like knots. They look like shoulder pads. It's too hot. I get in. How did you... Look, I don't have time to explain, but I need to take you into the sun to bake, to become perfect, the perfect loaf. I scoff so hard that I can feel myself shrink. I think it must be the enzymes in the yeast. I hope she gets there soon. She says, I'll be waiting there when you get out. You need to find a trap door on the surface of the sun. Open it. Crawl and go into the center. You'll know you're at the center because the wind will be blowing from every direction. Try to be sensitive to this. I follow her instructions exactly. Anything is believable at this point. I sit in the center of the sun, baking. How do I know when I'm done? When I get out, I see two spaceships. One with the loaf I baked earlier, the original loaf, and the pretzel woman. I feel kind of guilty for running away from the original loaf, so it's kind of awkward. But then they are completely silent, just in awe of my weight. I look down, I have the body of a ballerina, and I'm bread, browned, flaky, baked guy or girl. We arrive at a small suburban house in New Jersey. The original loaf goes off to do some errand in the backyard. The pretzel takes me inside. Here, this is where you'll stay. This will be your room. As bread, if you get any cuts, Just cover it up with tinfoil. We have some in the bathroom. This is your bed. Just remember to remove the crumbs in the morning. We have a busy day ahead of us tomorrow. Can I just say, you look perfect. The perfect loaf. Please do not, under any circumstances, slice off a piece of yourself and eat it. Can I ask why? I'm trying to conceal my erection at all the flattery from this gorgeous pretzel. There's a lot you still do not understand about our world. Our world is made out of bread, okay? It's not your bullshit human world that you're used to. Things are not so simple. I sit down on the side of my bed. I'm overwhelmed but incredibly turned on still. What's your name? Who are you? My name is Judge Zeno. Let's just say I'm an activist. Nice to meet you, Judge Zeno. Can you explain a little about tomorrow or what is going on? Why did I have to go into the center of the sun to bake? She sighs and walks over and sits down next to me. There is a long pause during which I forget that I even asked the question. I've been looking at the ground. I look up and Judge Zeno is staring at me, and it becomes harder for me to think. I kiss her. I forget everything. That I'm bred. That I had life as a human being. That I'm in a weird bread planet. I'm so horny, we find some knives on the side of the bread and start to slice each other. We're bread, remember? And mixing and matching each other's pieces with each other, faster and faster, crumbs everywhere. I nibble a piece of her pretzel self, but she tells me, no, we cannot eat each other. It is forbidden. What is up with all this prophetic shit? Why not? The transformative properties of eating each other could lead to... Just then the original loaf comes in. Calm and slowly, she begins to slice herself with the knife. Using her own personal knife, it has pink skulls on it. She begins throwing her slices onto the bed. Wow, my first threesome ever is in an alternate bread universe. I'm confused whose slice is whose. In the delirium, we start talking nonsense. We don't even know who's talking. I can't tell if I'm speaking or if I'm hearing someone else say something. It's like the three of us are just saying things like, whoa, you're so puffy and mysterious. And we're falling apart, which feels amazing. We fall apart more and more, and then we dissolve into a big pile of anonymous slices and crumbs. Just exhausted. I pick up a slice of my own self that I can still recognize as my own, and I bite it. I hear gasps from everyone. No! As it feels like an earthquake begins to happen and a loud humming noise. And then I'm back in my kitchen washing dishes. A human again.
Hey, Daniel.
Yeah.
That was really cool. You just boosted my high like 100%.
Okay, I'm glad. Okay. Okay, so we're having sex. Then I turn into a bat and I fly away. But you run to the door and slam it closed. I have no escape. So I fly straight into your pussy, wiggle my way in, and then I'm completely inside. You can't see me. You lay down on your back, understanding exactly what is happening. Using my wings, I start to swim around inside. You're already squirming like a masturbator on the floor, with your pelvis going up and down like a big wave. I start to hump the inside of your pussy with my bat dick, massaging the walls of your vagina with my wings, all over, squirming around. This feels unimaginably amazing. You wonder why you've never thought of this and think, this must be how Cleopatra masturbated, with a pile of dead, used bats in a bin by her bed like a lazy bat bucket that has to be emptied all the time by some servant who makes his face like, ugh, what is this? I hate this. As I'm doing insane things inside your pussy as a bat, your pet monkey wakes up, escapes from his cage easily, like he does it all the time when you're not looking. and hops onto your torso and starts nibbling on one of your nipples. Then you come as I come, my back come. And as you come, dormant volcanoes erupt for the first time in thousands of years. Satellites get fucked up. The tides go nuts. Gigantic mythical creatures from the sea wash up on the shore that no one has seen before. The moon cracks. Natural disasters are occurring everywhere. I, the poor back, collapse out of your vagina, tumble, drenched in your fluids, attempt to flap my soggy, heavy wings in vain, wheezing. The monkey grabs me, puts me on his back like he's giving me a piggyback ride, and drapes my wings around him like a cape. I'm passed out. And starts clapping his hands like one of those wind-up toy monkeys. Then the bat-draped monkey transforms into Patrick Swayze, who's sitting on the floor naked and confused, not knowing how he got there. He gets up disoriented and leaves out the apartment door naked. Okay, that was the last one. I look forward to watching the rest of the show. Thank you. Please donate. If you're watching.
That was awesome, Dan. I love your trippy ass erotica.
Thanks, dude. Thank you so much for putting me on this.
Hell yeah.
And doing this. Okay.
There you go, Maxwell.
Yes. What's
There
up,
you go.
bro?
What's up? What's up?
Ain't nothing. What's up? I'm next.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'd like to introduce John Bolten, Geraldine. Josh is a versatile violinist with 20 years of experience playing many styles, including classical, bluegrass, country, rock, jam, funk, blues, and jazz. He is the frontman of the band Geraldine out of Elliott City, Maryland. Jadon is an MC originally from West Coast who has made a name for himself across the country. You may have seen Jason rapping on NYC subways and killing it. He's a freestyle genius who'd give any rapper a run for their money. Leila Adu is a New Zealand composer of Ghanaian descent who has composed for the New Jersey Symphony Orchestra, the Branato String Quartet, so percussions, Gamaliel, Parang, Manka, and Orchestra Wellington. She recently received her doctorate in music composition at Princeton University and taught music to prisoners at Sing Sing Correctional Facility as a faculty member of the Music Cambia, Music for Social Change, and Abdul currently plays in improvised groups in Luck and Sound System active in New York and Paris.
Hey y'all, yeah. Hey, thanks so much, and thanks for what you're doing.
Thank
this
you.
Has been this has been a really interesting night. So I'm loving the music, loving the stories, and I think it's a great time to listen and learn and stand up and make our voices heard. So whoever's watching out there, please donate for PPE. And yeah, so here's a couple tunes. This is a song by Olabelle Reed. She wrote this when she was 60 years old. And
wow.
She was a pretty amazing woman. Went through a lot of stuff. So she wrote the song when she was 60 titled I've Endured. So this is it.
I climbed the hills and valleys, through the fields of snow. Seen the lightning flashing, heard the thunder roar. I've endured, how long must one endure? Yeah. to church on Sunday, learn the golden rule. I've endured. How long must one endure? I've worked for the rich, I've lived with the poor. I've had many hardships and I'll have many more. Lived in love and sorrow, been through success's door. I've endured. How long must one endure? How long must one endure? How long must one endure?
Hey.
Yeah, I always love that tune. I hope when I'm 60 that I'll be able to write something that powerful, you know? In the meantime, I'll do my best. This is a tune I wrote. It's called Walls. He's rough around the edges, but he's never dull. Assisting the barbs, I love you, Mom. Reminds her of all the good he's done. He once was a loving prodigal son. But he don't mention the walls that surround, or all the dreams he put in the ground. 'Cause where you are ain't where you're bound. He don't mention the walls that surround. The kids are running circles while she talks on the phone. It feels so good just to reach back home. She ain't seen love since she left town, sleeping on the sofa in her evening gown. She don't mention the walls that surround, or all the dreams she put in the ground. 'Cause where you are ain't where you're bound. But she don't mention the walls that surround. Little white church with a little white steeple, empty houses full of empty people. They're searching for something they ain't lost. Jesus died on a wooden cross. They don't mention the walls that surround, or all the dreams they put in the ground. Where you are ain't where you're bound. They don't mention the walls that surround. They don't mention the walls that surround. They don't mention the walls. They don't mention them walls. They don't mention the walls that surround. Hey, thank you all so much for letting me be a part of this very special evening. So that's it for me.
That was awesome, John.
Thank you, John.
Totally beautiful.
Hey, man, thanks so much. That was fun.
Yeah, I have a feeling you will write a song like that when you're 60.
We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, have some years.
Leila, do you want to just go now and we'll see what's up with Jadon in a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I say your name right? Is it Leila?
Yeah, that's correct. So I wrote this song when I lived in Italy. Fortuna means like the wheel of fortune. So Fortuna. I am not enough. Tell myself it's a phase, the ups and the downs. What goes down must come up. A circle or a cycle or a wheel. A circle or a cycle or a wheel. A circle or a cycle or a wheel. How can I hope to find you anywhere but here and now? How can I hope to find you anywhere but here and now? How many times have you fallen to the bottom? Heard someone lightly step on your grave? Do a dance with sticks and stones on your face? Do a dance with sticks and stones on your face? I ask you to remember a flower, call to attention a friend's face, the touch of sunlight on your skin, the feel of tears when cries the rain, the feel of tears when cries the rain. Circle or a cycle or a wheel, a circle or a cycle or a wheel. Okay, cool. This song is, thank you, Yuri. I should mention, donate on the link if you can. If you can't, just send you a positive vibration, I guess. The song is called Soothe, and hopefully you can understand my crazy New Zealand accent, but it's called Soothe. And it's about, well, I guess it's about wellness and mental health and soothing yourself, and different stories of two different people. Mama's got a little baby and she lets it cry over and over at night. Oh, Mama's got a little baby and she lets it cry over and over at night. Lady learns it's okay, the bitch is life, hugs her kids and warns them of strife. Oh, baby learns it's okay, the bitch is life, hugs her kids and warns them of strife. I'll be with you soon. I'll be with you soon. Daddy's voice says, okay, I'm a man that's life, but no, no, I won't ever cry. Oh, Daddy's voice says, okay, I'm a man that's life, but no, no, he won't ever cry. Something like a girl leaves, he picks up the knife, but no, no, he won't ever cry. Oh, something like a girl leaves, he picks up the knife, but no, no, he won't ever cry. I'll be with you soon. I'll be with you soon. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I just want to give a shout out to my friend Lauren Van Escobar. We've raised, I don't know, about $800 for Prison for PPE from an art book that we did, PPE into Prison. So art book and EP. So we've been like silently fundraising, and like I'm really stoked to have a sister like her who also taught in prison, so and jail system here in New York City. So thank you so much, Fury, for inviting me, and thank you for this amazing initiative that I'm really stoked to be a part of. Thank you.
Thank you. That was dope. All right, Jadon.
Do a real quick rap, real quick, just rock with me.
There you go.
Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Leila, to interrupt you. I'm sorry. I'm at a party with all my family, as you see behind me. I saw the sign and was like, oh shit, it's on me to perform. All right. Peace to everybody that's in here. Yo, I'm in Philly. I'm in. Hey, shut up, shut up. Shut up, bro. I'm in Philadelphia right now. It's been the craziest last 7 days. My friends are there in the circle and attest with me. We've been going through all the protests, one, the riots, two, and the looters. Like I'm in North Philly, and all my whole neighborhood has been fucking hit. You feel me? That's a 10 to 15 mile radius. So I want y'all to really process that. And we talking about the jungle, it's black people. You know what I mean? All through that, and they've been raided and looted and processing. So I'm happy to be here with y'all. I didn't think I was gonna be able to really be stable and chill. It's been nuts. They blowing up ATMs by me. They running the stores by me. It's been crazy. Y'all know I'm coming from New York, so it's like, Fury, you know personally, I'm coming from rapping on the train, and I'm here. So it's an honor. My brother's locked up, man. He's in prison right now in California doing a prison bid. He's been in the house since he was 18. My little sister got locked up this week doing protests. My mom's been locked up. My family's been locked up. So I take this personally. To all the performers, y'all lit, and I hope y'all like my shit, all right? So I'm going to get into this first piece, and all right, hopefully y'all rock with me.
Okay,
all right.
Every day. Hey.
All right, hey. Give me a thumbs up if you can see me when I left the screen. Cool? Yes? Thumbs up? Thumbs up? Anybody?
Yeah,
all right, I'm going to try again. Here we go.
We don't see you now, but is that okay? We don't see you now. Are we wanting to see us?
Now I can't see you.
Yeah, we
can you hear me?
Hear you, but can't see you.
We do.
All right, cool. I'm reading the actual piece, so if you can at least hear me, that's cool. We can rock with that. All right, so here we go. This is all right. This first piece, here we go. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery lose their lives in a month. Part 1. Black and I'm proud. Stacking up, backing them down. Backpack full of backwards and loud. Killing with style, a gorilla with smile. Come chill for a while, man. We live in the wild. Do crime and live in denial. Get by and live for a while. Shit is too wild. I'm living for now. The industry dissing me, playing me out. What these games be about? What these trains be about? Need some change in the house. Sharp like a blade in my mouth. Been this way for a while. No changing me now. The scenery changing around. Still hanging with my gang in the crowd like Jay and 2000. Wasn't for rap, I'd be picturing them pounds. Picture on mounds getting rich off the sound. Digging ditches for clowns. Yo, there's sketches around. Keep the business a house. Money and women, they come in and out. I want the richest and they want the clout. Dummies get smoked with this bun in my mouth. If I get your body, I'm headed down south. Chinatown, out of town, not around, hiding out, riding around, grinding out, rhyming out, fighting pounds, finding out, time it out. All I had was sound. So much bad, no dad around. I mean, barely. She don't talk about it. My mama's stomach had to walk about it. Most of my homies got the chalk of the locks around them. A few good folks so glad I found them. Whole cops so down them. Don't put me around them. Don't follow laws because I don't know about them. Easy.
Yeah.
All right, y'all see me? We good? We here?
Yeah.
All right. All right, and this is part 2 of that. All right, just want to make sure y'all still rocking with me. All right. Hold on real quick. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery lose their lives. Part 2. Here's my ID. Officer, don't want no beef. No drugs in my pocket or weapons on me. No need for arrest. Respect that I'm free. Why even dissect this guy that you see? Fight to succeed every day, every week. PTSD. Harm my mind as I rhyme. Weapons I've seen aged at me. Game I can't breathe. Gauges 15s. AR-15s. Saw that at 15. Magazine clippings with one goal of hitting young blackling like me. Happy and free. African genes, all that I see when I watch the TV. Check my phone screen, killed by police, innocent but ID. Cell phone on keys, Skittles and hoodie, maybe some weed. Cops freeze, squeeze for no reason. Screaming out freeze, then I'm left bleeding. Screaming about Jesus, or they Khalif him. Bride or in jail for no reason. The cell is a hell where you dwell with no reason. Searching for freedom. Join them or beat them. My brother's in prison. Tell me if you see him. Counting museums you don't want to be in. Swear that I've seen it. Sandwich for sleeping. On the concrete. Window on weekends. The bookings. I learned it in Brooklyn. I keep it pushing to not have to see it. Smell gel when I'm sleeping. Man, are you listening? Drugs and soliciting. Fucking recidivist. Had mama visiting. Jail. Locked up no bail. Caught up in shit again. Alright? Alright, it's the first piece. Alright, I got one more for y'all, man. Again, sorry for the noise in the back. Again, I'm at my boy's barbecue / birthday party, but I'll make sure I really contribute to this. Fighting for prison reform, and that shit is real, alright? So, it's the second poem, and I'm not sure you guys is here for the rest of the night, alright? So, what's up, buddy, bro? Bro. Alright, here we go. All right, the second piece is about my aunt. She passed away a few years ago, and I wrote this for her funeral. So hopefully you can rock with me, guys, all right? I got news that she passed from my grandmother a day or two before my birthday. She dropped on me nonchalantly, like an egg out of a 100-story window. I played it off like I wasn't fazed, but inside of my chest, the heart of that 6-year-old boy who used to play your virtual poker games and share bowls of ice cream with Uncle John woke up and beat a bit harder for you. Folks say that hearts can't speak, but I could understand what mine was saying. Each beat, either a prayer, a tear, or a forgotten memory awakened in my subconscious. I rarely come to funerals, Aunt Joyce, but for you, I had to come. It's been about 10 years since I've seen you or the rest of the family. Honestly, I expected this to be a period of mourning where everyone sheds a monsoon of tears, where awkward silence is the host of the evening and eyes speak as loudly as mouths seal themselves shut. But this time was different. Yesterday, Uncle Reggie said in a prayer that though we are hurting because you're gone, God makes no mistakes, and that's the reason for it was your time to go. I think I understand what he meant. Had you not left your body, I don't think all those people would have showed up at your viewing. I don't think they would have come out just to kick it, including me. Lee's came out, Dawson's came out, Moore's, Kelly's, and Smith's came through. Family members I didn't know showed up. Black love walked through the door. Real family love moonwalked through the door to the rhythm of tears yesterday. I wish you could have seen what took place at your house last night. In the back room, I used to watch TV. Uncle John Seeds cracked jokes and told stories about heightened belts, drawers, jeans, and who got the worst whooping. In the living room, your brother, Uncle Bud, sat and reminisced with Jim, Undina, and cousins I met for the first time about getting electrocuted, working with Grandfather Lee downstairs. Uncle Tyrone, Aunt Leslie, and Aunt Jennifer laughed so hard that if they were crying underneath, I couldn't tell because it seemed more so a celebration of a great life than a mourning of a soul leaving his body. Your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, nieces, nephews, friends, family, and neighbors all celebrated for you and lived by the saying, laugh now, cry later. And I must say I envy you, respectfully, because you were the epitome of a faithful parent who saw their children and grandchildren through to adulthood. This isn't a common among my generation these days. And even though I was mad you spanked me because I didn't eat that potato salad, I now understand that you were teaching me the importance of not wasting food like life, because once it's gone, you can never get it back. All right? That's what I have for y'all, man. Hope that was cool. You all killed it, so I feel honored.
Honored to have you. That was like the first poem I've ever heard of yours. I really liked it, Jadon.
It was beautiful. It was really beautiful.
I'm used to hearing Jadon spit on the trains, and so that was a change of scene. I like that. Thank you. So I'm going to introduce our last two performers. It's been a very various night. Like, we've had a little bit of everything, so that's been really cool. And the next two acts kind of embody that. I don't think they could be any different in terms of style. So we're going from honky tonk to Philly, and to some Philly hip hop. So our next two acts are Arty Hill and BL Shirelle. Arty Hill is from Baltimore, Maryland to Central Texas. Arty Hill packs the bars and dance floors. With his unique blend of modern honky tonk, he sings with an everyman quality reminiscent of the late great Johnny Cash. And last but so far from least, we have BL Shirelle, who for some stupid reason I wrote out an intro for. I guess I thought originally I wasn't going to introduce her, but I am, and I definitely don't need to read an introduction for BL. So BL is our deputy director, and she has her debut LP coming out in just a couple weeks, which I'm very excited to. I mean, I've heard it like 20 gazillion times, but I'm very excited to hear how the world hears it. And I just think that people are going to really vibe with it. I think it's a very important work of art. And our first single from that dropped like last week. You can check it out online. It's called Sigs, and the album comes out June 19th. Please go on our website and pre-order it, save it, and all that. In closing, I'm going to turn it over to these guys, but thank you everyone who's performed. Everyone's been great, and please donate. We've donated over 10,000 masks so far to 5 different states and several different prisons, and we just want to donate 10,000 more. So thank you, and without further ado, Arty Hill and then BL Shirelle.
There we go. Hey, how's it going? Thanks, Fury. Want to remind everybody to please donate. I'm Arty Hill. Glad to be singing some songs here. Please donate to buy some more masks for folks who really need them. Here's a song I wrote called I Ate Through the Jail. I ate through the bacon, I ate through the beef. I sniffed at my conscience, the pickings was lean. I chewed up my mattress and spit out a nail. Then right after lights out, I ate through the jail. I scraped off the lawman, I cast him aside. I shot up the main line with blood on the side. I spotted cold turkey, I bit through his tail. My head wrapped in barbed wire, I ate through the jail. Well, I ate through the jail, I ate through the jail. I ground up the warden to brew up my ale. Don't give up, my brother, don't put up my bail. Both hands in my pockets, I ate through the jail. The apples were bitter, the water was tin. My cellmate was wasted away in his skin. And the old timer told me his terrible tale. My hands in my pockets, I ate through the jail. Well, I ate through the jail, I ate through the jail. I ground up the warden and threw up my ale. Don't give up, my brother, don't put up my bail. Both hands in my pockets, I ate through the jail. Well, my daddy made me, then he stepped aside. The state did the numbers and put me inside. The days crawl along on the back of a snail. I pity my sense, I ate through the jail. I ate through the jail, I ate through the jail. I ground up the warren to brew up my ale. Don't give up, my brother, don't put up my bail. Both hands in my pockets, I ate through the jail. Both hands in my pockets, I ate through the jail. Both hands in my pockets, I ate through the jail. All right. Ate through the jail. Thank you, man. I've been listening to everybody tonight. Everybody sounds really good. Feel lucky to be able to do this. Please, everybody, donate, throw in some money. Definitely need it. I'm going to play one more song. I'm going to play Woody Guthrie song. I ain't got no home in this world. Well, I ain't got no home. I'm just a roaming around. Just a wandering worker. I roam from town to town. And the police make it hard wherever I may go. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. My brothers and my sisters are stranded on this road. A hot and dusty road that a million feet have trod. Yeah, the rich man took my home and it drove me from my door. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. I was a farming on shares and always I was poor. My crops I lay into the banker's store. Oh, my wife took down and died upon the cabin floor. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Well, I'm minding your minds that I gathered in your corn. I've been working, mister, since the day I was born. Now I worry all the time like I never did before. 'Cause I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Now as I look around, it's mighty plain to see. This world is such a great and a funny place to be. Oh, the gambling man is rich and the working man is poor. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. No, I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Thank you. Thanks, Fury. Thank you, everybody, for having me. It was a lot of fun. Please donate, folks. It's a great cause. Thanks.
Thanks, Arty.
You're welcome, man.
Good stuff.
Oh, hi, everyone. I'm BL Shirelle, Deputy Director of Dodge and Crow. Thank everybody for being here again this week. I appreciate all the support and everyone stepping up and, donating. And please, if you can't donate, remember a share, putting someone else onto it that's just as helpful as you might lead us to our biggest donation thus far just from sharing it if you don't have the funds, you know. Um, so thank everybody for coming. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for donating. Thank you for being a part. I've been doing this here every week here. So I'm kind of, not that I'm running out of material, but there's certain vibes that I'm just, you know, I've played with to try and figure out what's my best way to do it since I do it every week. So there's certain songs that I kind of, off the album in particular, that I kind of strayed away from just because it didn't really feel right for the setting. But I mean, shit, this is like, what's this, volume 5, volume 6? Like, we in here. Like, so volume 6, at this point, I'm just giving y'all like pretty much every fucking song that's on it. I mean, so we're going to get into it. First song that I want to play for y'all is called Ecce Bitch. The name is kind of self-explanatory. Thank you.
I don't get it. You ain't never worried about the rest, and you ain't never worried about the next bitch, no. Why you always worried about that ex bitch? Don't let her see you sweat, that ain't a threat, sis. Yeah, I ain't never seen you insecure and mature. Sweater in this life, shorty, you done been before. But if I ever loved you, I still do, I can't erase that. If I gave you love and that was yours, I can't take it back. If I felt you special, it was real, I wasn't faking that. Secret still safe in your success, I still pray for that. Why you so uncomfortable with that? Don't mean I wanna, cause she's something from my past, I ain't looking back. Girl, you in my presence like that gift that keep on giving. I'm removing all your rapping, and if I took her back, I be blocking blessings like that thing that keep on sending repenting with no action. It's like you want everyone who dated me to hate me, but I don't fuck with bitches that's bitter. I only fuck with women that amaze me. That's why I fuck with ya. You ain't never worried about the rest. You ain't never worried about the next bitch, no. Why you always worried about that ex bitch? Don't let us see you sweat, that ain't a threat, sis. Yeah, you ain't never worried about the rest, and you ain't never worried about the next bitch, no. Why you always worried about that ex bitch? That ex bitch will let us see you stress, bitch. Yeah, I keep it 100, I keep hundreds in abundance. We be fucking, I be all up in your stomach, you a thoroughbred. Times that I'm up when you be cramping and be bloody, you still give me what I want and I love it, you give me more hit. Nigga, I been hundreds and this judge was corrupt, so he be praying on his rug, prostration on his forehead. You don't see me stressing about them letters and them checks that you be sending free, that nigga in fact, just send them whole bread. Cause I ain't gon' worry about the next nigga, and you ain't gon' worry about the next bitch, no. Why you always worry about that ex bitch? Don't let us see you sweat, that ain't a threat, sis. Yeah, you ain't never worry about the rest. You ain't never worry about the next bitch, no. But why you always worry about that ex bitch? That ex bitch will let us see you first, bitch. Yeah. Worry about that ex bitch. Only fuck with women that amaze me. That's why I fuck with you. Always fucking worry about the next bitch. Always fucking worry about that ex bitch. I ain't got no time to be a real nigga. Still won't really know what happened. You ain't never worry about the rest. You ain't never worry about the next bitch, no. Why you always worry about that ex bitch? That ex bitch will let us see you stress, bitch. Yeah.
So that, my friends.
Woo!
Thank you. That, my friends, is X bitch. So that's clear song about, you know, somebody being insecure
Ex
about a
bitch.
past lover. Then I have another song that I also, you know, waited a long time to play for you guys because I just didn't think it fit the vibe, but it's okay. We're gonna do a song that it's called "When You Need Me," and it's just basically about this also is a very self-explanatory song, so I don't have to really, you know, you guys will get it. When you need me.
Yeah, yes, man. Here go your letter. Only the first verse though. Yeah. As I sit and reminisce upon my longest friend. At age 6 and I bind it was the closest then. And I can't comprehend how you drown me in your sorrow when you taught me how to swim and hold my oxygen. So as I travel through these waters, I ain't got a fin. No, I ain't got a friend. You never take responsibility. You ain't tryna fend for your family. You too busy fucking tryna trend. If you could level up, then dive in. You begged me to get you some employment. Ain't even work long enough for the unemployment. Keep getting booked, you a burden now when this shit's annoying. Oh, you mad? I ain't sent no pictures. Well, this your fifth bid. I'm waiting on your silly ass to get the picture. You say I ain't a friend, but when your son needed anything, I ain't in the when I've been the one that you depend on. You don't never give it back. You be the one where it depends. You only coming when you. Nigga, I only saw you when you. And you don't seem true, you just. And before I need you, you gon' need me. You gon' need me. My homie, before we was fucking bitches. We was skipping school, splitting Swedish fishes. But over the years, I peeped the difference. Growing in different directions. And niggas since the distance. I remember we got jumped on Critter. Damn, we stood the rain, they was calling us new edition. Damn, how you done changed, surrounded by snakes slithering. Your arithmetic added additions because division. Damn, decisions. My intuition is telling me cut the cancer. My heart think it's benign. It's saying that's not the answer. My soul way in denial. Cause damn, you was my man, bruh. Fuck one of my bitches, but I got past that. If she was really my bitch, that wouldn't have happened. But you was supposed to be carrying my casket. But when I'm around you, I feel needs to carry the ratchet. Hey, you only coming when you. Nigga, I only saw you when you. And you don't seem true, you just. And before I need you, you gon' need me.
To refuse this brief call, press 2. If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this facility, press 6. Thank you for using Surrey. You may start the conversation now.
Yeah.
I only got 1 minute, man. I had to hurry up and try to get you through though, but you guys got my letter and shit, man.
I did, but y'all Muslims, y'all forget it's Christmas. Y'all be forgetting. Y'all don't care that we got Christmas and we got kids. Y'all Muslims. I done told all 3 of y'all at this point. I got you though soon. Promise. Like, give me like 2 weeks.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to get me back on here tomorrow. You gonna be available like that?
All right. And that was When You Need Me. So 2 songs. I think I got like maybe two more on the album that I didn't do. So it's going to be an interesting week next week. Thank you guys for hearing me out. I appreciate it. Hold on, I like to check the chats before I go.
You got some love in there.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And thank you everybody for being here once again. I know that the world has kind of moved on from this whole COVID issue pretty much because just so one-track minded, going through a lot of trauma right now. So it's hard for people to multitask and keep everything, priorities in its proper place. But this COVID situation is still very much so a threat, especially for our people inside who are most compromised. So, we just trying to, maintain focus and also walk and chew bubble gum. If I got to focus on 2, 5, 10 different issues, then that's just what it is. So thank you so much for being here. Please donate, please share. I really appreciate everybody taking their time. This really means a lot. Aside of Troy, my album, which I barely plug because whatever, but I'm going to start plugging because I know y'all going to hear it a lot. So I'm just trying to save y'all some time because I'm going to be talking about this motherfucker a lot. So Aside of Troy out Juneteenth, that's June 19th. I really challenge everybody, just go check it out. If you don't like it, like tell me that shit like super whack, I doubt you'll say that, but I'm really interested in hearing what you guys think about it. So look out for that too. And thank y'all again.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Fury.
Thanks, Fury.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Y'all, thanks.
Yeah.
Fun.
Shout out to everyone on Facebook. Thanks for watching up there, too.
Thank you, Mom.